conflicts in the Middle East can lead to heated discussions here at home.
Your reporter Michael Abeda shows us an Israeli producer who is using the arts to help Coloradans have meaningful conversations.
Boulder has long been a place where people with different ideas come to meet. That's why one Israeli producer felt comfortable using his art form to teach his community how to talk about the Israeli-Palestinian conflict.
Israel and Palestine seems to be the forbidden conversation.
Ami Dayan has been doing theater for a long time.
Oh, right after the Big Bang, I started kind of practicing it.
Born and raised in Israel, he left his family behind to come to Boulder 26 years ago. The conflict between Israel and Palestine has always been a part of his life. But Dayan says after the attacks on October 7, 2023, he noticed people starting to talk about it in a way he had never heard before.
The whole thing is bubbling up, and people are reconsidering their positions like they haven't.
So he created an immersive theater experience called Israeli-Palestinian Conflict. Prominent Israeli and Palestinian figures came together for what audience members thought was a panel about the topic.
Constantly argue.
In reality, it was all theater, including pre-scripted questions asked by actors in the audience. Dayan says that element of the show allows audience members on all sides of the issue to both feel heard and have their beliefs challenged.
But people think that they know, and people think that they are misunderstood, and the other side doesn't get any of what they see as reality. And the truth is, nobody knows.
Conversations ran at the end of May in Boulder, coincidentally between the killing of 2 Israeli embassy staffers in Washington, D.C., and the terrorist attacks on Jewish marchers on the Pearl Street Mall. Dayan says he wants to make sure the play is as up-to-date as possible, so they discussed the shooting of the staffers, and if he were to do it again, he would include the attack on his hometown.
Not only the event, but also the main conversation following it, which is really about the difference between anti-Semitism and anti-Zionism. People say, this is not the time to have the conversation. It's too fragile right now. It's too sensitive right now. I think that if we don't have the conversation, all we're doing is blocking ourselves in our own beliefs, in our own understanding of reality, and making extremism more likely. We may not be able to fix anything, but we certainly cannot fix anything we can't talk about.
Ami says he would like to take his play on the road, but he has no future dates planned. In Boulder, Michael Abeda, covering Colorado First.
Ami also adds that his play has had prominent attendees such as Governor Jared Polis and featured State Senator Iman Judah.